Yeah, ultimately, I'm a big believer, and I think it was a Reaganism actually, of if you do the right thing, the credit will render itself. It doesn't matter today in 2025 who gets credit for what. Historically speaking, 10 years from now, 25 years from now, we'll be looking at all of this with such a different lens because it really depends on what happens in the Mideast going forward. While this is a temporary ceasefire, and of course, we all rejoice at the safe return of these hostages, that is an incredible, miraculous day for those families. The reality is the situation in the Middle East is still always going to be high tension, that anything at any time can happen to upend any type of peace deal. And so we'll look back one day, maybe we'll have a better sense of wait, this was the start of a long and lasting peace, at which point Joe Biden will get a lot of credit, I think. If it all implodes over the next 18 months and that happens on, incoming President Trump's watch, then he will be held accountable for that and how he responds to it. So we'll just see.
Yeah, good points there. Trump is also set to speak at this Make America Great Again victory rally in D.C. just one day ahead of inauguration. Denise, what do you expect to hear from him today and tomorrow? What are you looking for? What do you think is going to happen?
I am anticipating that this MAGA base that we keep talking about, which is actually a majority of voters in this last election cycle, so most of America is now his MAGA base. It's not this isolated group of individuals that used to be labeled as such. I think they're really excited. I think all of America is excited to see what it is that he's going to do to change course, because there's this overwhelming sense amongst Americans, nearly 70% consistently over the last year and a half, that have said our country is going in the wrong direction. And whatever direction Trump plans to take it, they're looking forward to it. That's why they reelected him for a second term. And so I think he's going to come in triumphant, feeling the weight of Americans' expectations, and ready to deliver on his campaign promises, which are vast and so critically necessary at this moment in time.
As we keep our eyes and ears on President Biden, who's speaking right now in Charleston, I also want to get your thoughts, both of you, on TikTok. It's gone officially dark. Trump posting on Truth Social that he will issue an executive order tomorrow to extend the period of time before the ban takes effect. Kurt, to you real quick, can Trump do this? And what is the long-term solution?
Well, I think this is where we have kind of a separation of powers question. The Supreme Court has ruled that the ban on TikTok, is illegal, constitutional. Now you have another branch of government, if you will, superseding that, saying, well, we're not going to do that just now. I don't know how Republicans in general can claim to be the party of national security and national interest in America first and be tough on China, while on the other hand, doing something that plays right into the hands of China, that compromises our national security, that keeps our data and the American people's information, vulnerable to the Chinese. I don't see how you can reconcile those two things.